as I was saying, first of all, calm down. And secondly, um, forget that whole picture scenario. I'm just saying, do that. I don't care if you look like that. I have to look out at a sea of 18 children every day. And I tell them this. You look at me, when y'all are looking at me, you're looking at one person. And when I'm not smiling, think about how it makes you feel. This is what I tell my class. Think about how it makes you feel. Does it make you feel good? They say no. Does it make you feel happy? They say no. Does it make you feel sad? Yes, it does. Well, I tell them, you're looking at one. I'm looking at 18 every day. So I'm trying to, get them to relate that to, multiply that, even though y'all don't know how to multiply yet. That's okay. You're looking at one, I'm looking at 18. So imagine how I feel coming in, and y'all are talking about, I'm tired, my head hurts, I want to go to bed. Me too. I do too. But guess what? Sometimes this smile on my face, I am faking it. Because I'm going to fake it until it actually means something. And I promise you, every time it does. Every single time. It begins, what I'm trying to say is it begins to mean something. So every single time that I have that, okay, boys and girls, good morning, boys and girls, and they say, good morning, Miss Peoples, good morning to you, and I'm totally faking it, trust me. Before long, one of them is doing something totally silly, making a silly face, thinking that I don't see them for some reason because they have some kind of special invisibility cape on, that I don't see them crawling across the back of my room as we're all singing, and something like that will make me laugh or just chuckle. Or one of them will do a movement while we're singing, like if we're singing in French, bonjour à toi, they'll make this like movement, and I'm like, what in the world are you doing? And it will make me legitimately smile and laugh. And then that just keeps going and going until, before you know it, I really am happy, and I realize in my brain, it wasn't worth it. That thing that I was sad about, that thing that was making me frown, it wasn't worth it. And so smiling is just the beginning, and thank you, Amy, for showing me that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, because you showed me that just something as simple as a smile can turn your whole day and life around. That's my new mantra for 2020. The vision is clear. 2020, you're all saying it. The vision is clear, and start with a smile. Start with something as simple as a smile. I mean it. Roll your eyes if you must. It's so true. Fake it till you make it. Start with a smile. And when you start feeling, oh, wait a minute, now I really do feel happy. Now my smile is legit. Try to hold that smile on for as long as you can throughout the day. Because the more you smile, the more you're going to feel it. You feel better. You feel better at yourself. You feel better about the way you're carrying yourself is going to change a little bit. You even start to not worry about the things going on around you that you used to worry about. Because you're bettering yourself. And you're making yourself, you're worrying about yourself first. You're putting yourself first. All of that. It's so important. It's so, so, so important. And Amy DelCastillo, she taught me all of that and then some. So thank you, Amy. I'm so sorry that you had to leave us. I don't know why. I don't know what the reasoning was. I do know that I can share your story, and that I can share the things I learned from you, and that I will. And that's a promise. And that's a promise that I make to your beautiful children, whose names I'm going to choose not to say right now, because they are still children. Grown children, but I still, we're not going to go there. They know who they are. I love you both. We've never met, but I love you both. The funeral is coming up. I'll just say at the end of January. I can't make it, and that breaks my heart. But you know what? There's a reason. There's a reason that I can't make it. And that reason will reveal itself at some point in the future. So I'm okay with it. And maybe me making this video is kind of my way of being like, you know what? If I can't make it to that funeral, I'm going to make a video about her so that everybody knows. I couldn't pay my respects there. So let me pay my respects in a different way. And this is my little way of paying my respects. So thank you, Amy. I love you. You're a beautiful human being. We will never forget you. And if you have a story about Amy DelCastillo that you want to leave down below in the comments, please do. If you were inspired by this video, please let me know down below, because that can then inspire somebody else. It's like a chain reaction. It only takes one person. And a lot of people have inspired me in my life, but Amy DelCastillo was a big one. And so I just want to show you guys love. Smile. Fake it till you make it. Don't let others dictate your life, because you only got one to live. You really do. It's true. All these cliches you hear, they're true. You only have one life to live. And if those people talking about you that don't like you, that you feel that negativity coming from left, right, front, and center, if that's happening to you, you have to find a way to block it out. And I'm going to leave you with this. And it's very silly, and I don't care. Deep breathing. And that's just the start. But please believe me when I tell you, it works. I do it with my kids. I do it at home. I do it in front of my kids. And this is no joke. I pray in front of my kids, by the way. They might think I'm crazy, but when I open my eyes, some of them are praying too, and I think it's hilarious. But anyways, deep breaths. Deep breaths are so important, and this is what I'll leave you with. I tell my kids, when you are doing deep breaths, let's start out with 3, and it's usually when they're crying or they're in a state of crisis in their mind, but it's over something, you know, as silly, or, you know, I don't want to say that the things that they go through are silly, because to them it could be the end of the world, but it could be something as silly as she cut me in line, she butt me in line, she, whatever word phrasing you use in your, you know, part of the world. Anyway, and they're crying and they can't get out of it, and they're in this emotional state that they feel like they can't break free from. And I tell them, listen, we have to do deep breaths. And when we do deep breaths, this is what we visualize. We do a lot of visualization. I'll talk about that on another video. So important. I say, we're going to breathe in through our nose, and I show them how to do it, and we're going to breathe out through our mouth. And that is very important, the way of doing it. You know, don't just breathe through your mouth. Definitely do in through your nose, out through your mouth. There's reasoning behind it. And I tell them, we're going to breathe in the positivity. We're going to breathe in everything we want in this world. We're going to breathe in the smileys and the warm fuzzies. You know, I have to use that type of language with kindergartners. But we're going to breathe in basically all the positivity. And when we breathe out, we're going to breathe out that anger, that negativity. Now, in my class, I don't like to use the word bad. We can talk about that another time as well. I have a lot of strategies that I do that, you know, some people don't understand. But to me, we don't need to be using the word bad in my classroom. Now, when I'm reading a book, if it has the word bad in it, I'm not going to, you know, bleep it out. That's silly. And I'm also not going to tell them bad is a bad word. Don't use it at home. However, I don't want to call them bad. I don't want to say, I would never say you're a bad boy, you're a bad girl, or what you did was bad. I just feel like it's so negative, and it's just such a negative connotation. It makes them feel like a bad boy or a bad girl, and they should never feel like that. So I try very hard, very, very hard, not to use the word bad when I'm talking about this. So I would never say in with the good, out with the bad. It's so easy to say that, but let's try to not use the word bad. Let's just use the word negative. The stuff that makes you cry and it just makes you feel icky. Just the icky, sticky, gross stuff that makes you feel angry and sad inside. That's what we're breathing out when we breathe out. We're letting it go through our breath. It's going to be like magic. So I say, breathe in through your nose and breathe in all that positivity, everything good that you want. And then when you breathe out, Breathe out that yucky stuff. That thing that person did that hurt your feelings. Breathe it out. Get rid of it. And then we do it 3 times. In and out. And I always talk about breathing in the good and breathing out that negativity. And I try to use different words each time, but do that as an adult. Please try. Try it even for a week. Whenever you feel, and you know your triggers, you know the things that are coming up that are starting to make you feel a certain type of way, and before you know it, you're crying. And crying's not bad. That's another thing. Don't ever let anyone make you feel that crying is bad. I tell my kids this. It's not the crying that's bad. Crying is fine. Let the crying out. You need to. You should. When you hold that crying in, you're bottling it up, and that bottle's going to explode at one point. Yes, cry. That's not the thing that we're against. That's not the thing that we're that teachers have negative reactions to. We don't want you to A, distract the class with your behavior, or B, hurt yourself. So yes, let it out, cry. But the screaming part of it, that part doesn't need to happen in school. And the kicking and the throwing things and all that doesn't need to happen in school. But the crying part, I want my kids to know, we're not mad at you for that. Because especially boys. Boys have been taught that they shouldn't cry. I'm sorry, but that ain't right. Get rid of that, because it's just not true. So I tell them, yes, you can cry. Cry as much as you need to until you get it out. But the dramatics and the over-the-topness of it all, that part we don't need. But anyway, try the deep breathing. Try the smiling. I promise you, these simple things will get you on just on a start of a good path. You gotta love yourself, really and truly. People say it all the time. It is true. That air mask that they tell you all the time on the airplanes, put it on yourself first so that you can help those around you. It's the same thing in life, and I mean it. And I'm not just saying it because I didn't do any research for this video. I promise. It's true. You have to find a way to start loving yourself. So whether that's taking notes, whatever it is for you, start somewhere. I started by taking notes of like a to-do list of things that I need to start doing. How am I going to love myself instead of being negative about myself? Because I was in a cycle of negativity, and I found a way to get out of it, and I'm not all the way there by any means, but I'm getting there. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. It took a long time for me to, get out everything I wanted to. I don't know if it was a mishmash. I don't even know if it was what I wanted it to be. All I know is I end this video by dedicating it to Mrs. Amy DelCastillo. I love you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I learned so much from you, and you are the voice in my ear that inspires me daily. And I'm sure you've inspired so many other people. So thank you, Amy. Even if you didn't know Amy, leave a comment below and let Amy know that you love her and you thank her, and that you can learn from her too. Because you know what? I'm spreading her message. So you're learning from Amy. So thank you, Amy. We love you. We know you're no longer in pain. And we thank you so much for all the things you did that you didn't have to do. For all the things you did that you didn't even know you were doing. Girl, you did it. You did everything you wanted to do and more. We love you. And I smile for Amy. So you guys, smile. It'll make a difference. I love you. And I hope that you guys stick around. Subscribe. There'll be much more videos about kindergarten, about funny things that happen in kindergarten. We'll have some more lighthearted videos. We'll get more serious about other things. I'll take your requests. But I just wanted a video to just start everything out, start fresh, that, you know what, I'm on it, and I'm going to start posting regularly. Let's see if that's 2 times a week. Let's see if it's more or less. I got to try to figure that out, but it will be something that I will be figuring out. Let's get it poppin'. We're going to do this together. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will never stop saying that. Spread positivity. Be the light you want to see in the world. And peace out, you guys. Until next time, I'll see you later.